I've been coaching health and fitness for over 24 years. I've trained police, athletes, military, moms, everything. And I still don't follow my own advice. If you're stuck in a job that's draining your soul, or you don't have a job and life kind of feels like shit, you used to be on a team or in the military and you missed the brotherhood, this is how I'm rebuilding my life. Every damn morning, join me. Press play. Good morning to day 41 of the 5 a.m. Squat Club, where we are here rebuilding our lives together every morning with this follow along morning routine. I'm here to change my life. All you need to do is press play and join me. Today's theme or topic is going to be why we give advice that we don't take, why we know the answers, but we don't necessarily follow them. But that's coming up later after the workout, so stick around. Right now, we're gonna prime the body and the mind for our intensity. And then we'll get moving, and then we'll get to that later. So first thing here is we're gonna get our just general warm up. I'm gonna put it up on the screen. We're gonna go 2 rounds. I'm not gonna count these, but around 10 reps of each of these knee raises per side. I'm gonna do 10-ish good mornings. I might stagger the feet a little bit, change it up. Do 10-ish step lunges. Not 10 burpees, maybe 5 burpees. And then, I don't know, 5 to 10 squats. I'm gonna go through that about twice. So follow along with the warm up, make up your own warm up. If you got a machine, you know, a rower or a bike or something, you can hop on there, treadmill, get the blood flowing. And then while we do that, we'll prime the mind here. So as I mentioned yesterday, I might mess around with that second affirmation. We'll see. So we'll start that. I am responsible. Today, I choose to be patient. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. I am responsible. Today, I choose to be patient. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. I choose gratitude. So, body's starting to feel a little bit better this morning. Yesterday was definitely a rough one with those heavy front squats. The back was feeling very tight getting into those. And they warmed up by the end, but definitely see how, you know, getting up and moving this first thing in the morning requires a warm-up. The body is a little tight. If you're like me and you're 40, I'm sure you're starting to notice that. I got 2 more posts in for the fence yesterday. I'm gonna blow my nose here, sorry. So still making progress. We're up to 12. Sorry. And probably 15 more to go. Excuse me, obviously I should do that before the video, but I don't always remember. So, got 2 more posts in. And I guess the reason I'm bringing that up is that the body feels a little bit beat up sometimes, right? I'm squeezing the post, bear hugging it, getting it off the ground and trying to carry it around. And some of those things are pretty big and heavy, and they're 10 feet tall. So if they start to lean, the force really just ramps up like crazy when you're trying to hold this thing. So I definitely understand why, you meet an old farmer and they're pretty beat up. There's definitely that mentality of, I can do this. I'm just going to find a way. I'm going to tough it out. I'm going to, struggle through it. And I understand that. I definitely did a video recently on the fact that, we as men oftentimes think that we should do everything alone and that we don't need help. And it'd be nice to have help. It's a lot of work. And, it doesn't move super efficiently when it's just me. And with so many other things here to get done that, it's a pretty slow process getting that fence built. But progress over perfection. If any of you are watching, you live close enough to here, and you want to come out and build some fence, I'm on that. Also, just wanted to note that last night, I tried to get to bed for 9:30, because getting up at 4:30, say that gives me 7 hours, which, is probably not 7 hours of full sleep. I don't wear any wearable tech or anything, so I don't track it, but, if I'm going to bed for 7 hours, I'm probably not getting 7 hours of sleep. But last night, our oldest daughter at, 10 o'clock or so, got sick. Basically threw up every hour on the hour till about midnight. So sleep last night was a little bit short, a little bit disturbed. But the point is, I'm here, and I'm gonna be here, and you should just make it happen as well. Whether something happens the day before, because there's always gonna be an excuse, just get it done, right? Get up, get it done, get to bed earlier tonight, make up for it. All right. Those of you that skipped ahead, welcome. Good morning. Day 41, 5 a.m. Squat Club, your follow along morning routine. This morning, what we're gonna do, alternating EMOM, 2 movements. I'm gonna go with, completely forgot. I'm gonna go with the barbell press. So a good upper body strengthener. Come to the shoulder, squeeze everything, chin back, and just go straight to the ceiling. No legs involved, except for squeezing them. And in terms of scaling, obviously you can make that heavier, but in terms of making it easier, lighter, here's a great option. Grab yourself a broomstick, press it overhead, and then anything in between is great. Even taking the arms and pressing them up overhead, looking for 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. And then on alternating minutes, I'm gonna just do burpees. So today's gonna be cardio, shoulder heavy. So I'm gonna aim maybe 10 burpees per minute on the opposite minutes. You choose a number that's challenging, that doesn't take more than about 30 seconds. So if you have not done your warm-up, pause the video, go get that done, come back and join us. If you're here for moments of clarity, don't skip off. It's just after the workout. You can click ahead if you need. Otherwise, I'm gonna get a little bit of weight on this bar. You can get your gear set up. Remember that it doesn't need to be perfect. We're just aiming to, 1, prime the body, right? If nothing else, it is get the blood flowing so that our mood is improved and our brain works better and all that. And on top of that, if you're looking for more, this is turning into a pretty well-rounded fitness program. So if you follow along and you push yourself a little bit and you stay consistent with the movements, and as you're seeing, it's basically a different workout every day, you're going to get pretty well-rounded results as well. That being said, it's time. I think I'm going to go with the press first. As usual, first set I might get, I don't know, 4 or 5, and then I might see if I can ramp it up from there. Burpees, I'm gonna start with 10 and see how that goes. Choose numbers for yourself. Subscribe if you haven't already. I haven't found anything like this on the end. There's a lot of motivation out there, but there's nothing you can follow along with. So let's do this together. Jump on it. Let me get my stopwatch here. All right. Hopefully this will stay lit. We're going. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Probably should have tried this out before. That was 6. More than I had anticipated, but it doesn't feel that heavy right now. But I think what I'm gonna find is the combo of that with the pressing off the floor is gonna fatigue the shoulders a whole lot. So try not to blow it up early and crash and burn. This is definitely currently the part of the video that most people skip. So hopefully you are following along too. Let's go. Yeah, that'll get tiring. Can't believe that one day I tried to do 10 every minute with the vest. Jeez. What was I thinking? That was a rough workout that day. Uh-oh. Oof. 6, that set was really hard. But since I did 6 the first set, I feel like I can't back down. But after the burpees, that was more challenging. This might get sloppy. Those presses might get ugly. Let's see. Burpees. Oh, that's long. What happened there? Did I go too slow? Miscount? It seemed like it took a long time. Maybe I'm not counting. Maybe I'm distracted. But we are warming up. We're waking up. That's heavy. Okay. Doable. Halfway. Any reminders about my posture? See that too much. Stand up, motherfucker. Sorry, excuse the language. Burpees. Burpees. Burpee might be the most important exercise we do. We have a video coming up on that. 3. Dang it. Takes about 40. Is that 4 seconds a rep? Seems slow for a burpee. Oh well. 501. Shit. Okay, barbell. Ooh. Dada loves the barbell. Dada loves the barbell. Three more minutes. You're doing great. You can always ramp up the reps or drop them down a little bit. Just maintain. 3. Keep going. All right, one more round of each. It's funny how the barbell seems to be more cardio than the burpees for me. Just goes to show we have strengths and weaknesses. Oh, last set. All right. Yeah, got it. 6, that's 30 presses. That's it, burpees. Feeling good. Morning, Mom. Morning, Rose. Morning, Greg. Last set. 2. Let's go. And now you're ready to start your day. Good job. That was nice. Good way to point out, where we need work. I thought for sure the burpees would be more challenging, but the barbell, as much as it wasn't super heavy and wasn't super high reps, that was definitely the piece that got me. Definitely liking a little more emphasis on the barbell. I need to get a little more strength work in. If you are super strong and limited in something else, decrease the weight, jack up the reps, maybe increase the cardio a little bit. But I'm liking this kind of well-rounded program. But as I mentioned earlier, today's topic is not about the things that we're doing right. It's about the things that we know we should be doing, but we don't. And I mean, this one's definitely on me here too. This is one that I'll struggle with. I've been working in the health and fitness world since I was 16. I'm now 40. That's 24 years. I have read the books, I've watched the videos, I've gone to the seminars, and I've coached it, right? I've put it into action. That being said, there are some things still that I know that I probably should change and probably should do that I don't. And I think that's probably true for most of us. And I think there's a few reasons for that. I've been watching a lot of Alex Hormozi recently, and I really like the way that he just gets straight to it. He's blunt, and it's just, I don't care what you do, but if you say you're gonna do something, or say something matters, like show it, do it. And what he says is that, and I'm gonna paraphrase this and I'm gonna get it wrong, but we only change when the pain of staying the same overwhelms or overcomes the pain of change, right? Oftentimes there is a barrier for us to change. We're in some sort of comfort zone, and taking that step into the next place into change is uncomfortable. So what he's saying is that you need to find enough discomfort with what you're currently doing that it pushes you through that discomfort of making change. And it's so true. There's so many things that we know that we just don't do because we're scared, or because the pain of change is more than the pain that we're willing to deal with. So the answer for that, and this isn't going to answer all of my problems. It's not going to make sure that all of the things that I'm neglecting, I'm doing, but this is going to force me into a lot of them. So this is the reason why I've developed this program, is that all those things that I was doing before that I figured I should be changing or should be doing, a lot of them fit in here, and they're forced by this program, right? I was eating junk food in the evenings. I was staying up late. And just on that one note, this program doesn't allow for that. I am racing to get to bed at night. I am not sitting up binging YouTube videos and binging what I call junk food. I mean, it's probably different than your definition, but either way, right there, one thing that it's changed for me just by being here. Number two is, I preach fitness a lot, but now with me not being at the gym as often, it's easy for me to fall off of there and say, hey, you should be doing this, and say, well, I'm doing this physical work on the farm, so it's unnecessary for me to work out or whatever, and I'm making excuses. So what this is forcing, I'm not sure I've ever been a 7-day-a-week guy. I think 5 is the most I've ever done consistently. But now I'm working out 7 days a week. And as I've said many times, you don't need to crush yourself every day. It's not important to kill yourself, because you do need rest and you do need to recover and listen to your body. But I'm working out 7 days a week. I'm eating better. I'm sleeping better. The affirmations, and this is probably the biggest one, right? The thing that I've struggled with the most is relationships, is not seeing the world in black and white. And this routine, because it's forcing better sleep, because it's forcing better routine, because it's forcing consistency, it's forcing me to take better care of myself. And as a result, my mental health is better, and I can work towards making those better relationships. It's not going to be perfect, right? I'm not trying to preach here. I'm trying to say that I'm implementing these things and they're making changes. And you can too. Your changes are not going to be the same as mine, right? We are not the same people, but there are benefits to be had from creating a morning routine like this that are more than you think. And every time you do it, and this is kind of the most important thing, the reason why I was mentioning that last night was a little bit of a struggle and I didn't get to bed as early as I wanted to, is that if I didn't get up this morning and do this, regardless of the fact that I need to make this video, I'm not getting that rep. Every rep that I do, once I make that decision that I'm going to change, every rep that I do becomes the person I am. It becomes reinforcing the fact that I've made that decision and that I'm going to stay with it. I'm acting on it. So if you've stayed this long, you guys are my tribe. Thank you very much. You're making positive changes in your life every day, and that is fantastic. Let's do it together every morning here. Subscribe, press the bell notification, and see you tomorrow on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Bonjour.